talk about this movie. It is so gritty and so real. It's fascinating. Can you tell me about it?
Well, it's a Michael Mann film. So, yes, it's going to be real. He's a stickler for all the details, and he's going to make every character three-dimensional. He's going to make the story believable. It's in the writing and the way he shoots, like every single frame. He puts so much attention to detail and care and everything. It's a real privilege to work with him.
And the crazy thing is, like, you expect twists and turns in a Michael Mann movie.
Yeah.
But the action and the visual effects and the twists and the turns in this movie, because you think, when you think about viruses and coding and all that, you think everything's, like, based on this thing.
You think it's kind of nerdy and dry, don't you? I mean, you think looking at someone coding, like, it's like watching paint dry on the wall, but the way that he's written it, it's like you're looking at code, even though you don't know what it means. You're like, oh my God, this is the most intense thing in the world. Like, what is he typing into the computer? Yeah, and I mean, he really knows how to tell a story.
And I love the chemistry between you and Chris, because you guys have this wonderful brotherly love. It seems as if you guys do have this long history of being at MIT together, right?
Yeah. I mean, we were roommates. We were supposed to be, our characters were roommates at MIT, and we code together. And it's like, that's a very intimate thing, You know each other's style, you know each other's language. You write together. It's like composing, like composing music or being partners as co-authors, which we did. So yeah, we definitely bonded. We were bros.
And I know you guys had some really amazing technical advisors.
Yes.
Chris told me that when he walked in, he was kind of a two-finger typist that did this.
Okay.
Was he that kind of guy too?
No. I wasn't like that. But I mean, we start from different places, But we had great coaching, and we both really just dove in head first. Michael was so great, just finding the best people to teach us, like real-life Blackhat hackers, who were going to show us the whole culture. Or this subculture, I guess. But it really is a world that I hadn't really been knowledgeable of. The world of the cyber crime or cybersecurity. What does it mean to be a Blackhat hacker? Attacking people using code for malicious purposes, or a white hat hacker, being like a cybersecurity expert. I guess it comes from like the Wild West, those old Western movies where the good guys wore white hats and the bad guys wore black hats.
And how is it working with Chris and Viola Davis? I mean, two amazing actors.
They're so fantastic. Both Chris, Viola Davis, working with my dear friend Tong Wei again, being able to reunite with her on this project was fantastic. And we were playing brother and sister, which is not a stretch for us because we're so close friends. And I mean, I'm just fortunate to be able to work with such great actors and such an incredible director.
And one thing that I really enjoyed myself was all of the little spots that he found to shoot this film. In Hong Kong, in Malaysia, as a man who's traveled all throughout, Asia as well as worked throughout Asia. Yeah. Were you surprised by the spots that he chose to shoot, or did they shock you?
I was. I was really surprised by the places that he found in Malaysia, like the tin mine. The nuclear facility. I was surprised because I go to Malaysia all the time, and what Michael does is he gets in a helicopter and he'll just hover and he'll fly around until he sees something, and he's like, land, and that's his location scouting. Like he's like, that was a tip for all the film directors, aspiring film directors out there who can afford a helicopter. And he's like, there's no better way to do location scouting than flying on a helicopter, Leehom. You got to remember that. It's like, okay, all right, thanks, Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey